Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Chablee and I'm going to talk about how to cut your curly hair, and I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm going to cut my hair in a layered style, y'all. Kind of similar to the unicorn, but I have my own little swag, so make sure you watch this video all the way through so you see all the tips and everything I'm going to do, how I cut my curly hair.
Welcome to my natural curly hair vlog. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. Hit that bell so you be notified when I have more videos. Also, you can follow me on my Instagram and my Chablee.com.
So I am scared to cut my hair, you guys. This is not something I'm looking forward to doing. You know, I really don't want to cut my hair, but as you can see, these ends are really fried and dyed. No, they're not really dyed and fried. You see, these ends really need it, so it's time to cut it. First, you make sure you have the right scissors, because if you're cutting your hair with the wrong scissors, honey child, you're going to get split ends and it's going to be a lot shorter or wherever you cut it from. So make sure you get professional scissors. Mine is ice. You get these from Sally's, and they're different sizes. So this one's 5.5, 4.5, and this is the Echo Ice. So they're all ice. Make sure they're sharp. And before you even cut, and I know most videos don't even talk about this, you guys gotta clean your scissors. Like, you want it to be nice and fresh. That's the whole point of cutting your hair, to retain your hair, to, you know, maintain your healthy hair. So, but if you're cutting with some like dirty scissors or doll scissors or scissors not even sharp, then that can damage your hair even worse. So then you even pushed yourself even further back. Now, hairstylists don't tell you that, you know what I mean? So I'm just throwing that tip in there for y'all. So make sure you do have the right scissors and they're properly cleaned. So right now I am cleaning it with witch hazel. It's on this little thing and just wiping them really good. You can sit them in water with alcohol and soap, but I just like to wipe it down with witch hazel. And like I said, I cannot remember the last time I actually cut my hair. I feel like it's been a year. I really am going for length, but now I decided I want to go for style. Now that I'm going to continue in year 2022 with natural curly hair, I want it to look a little bit fly and more fashionable, on top of it being healthy too. So I decided to go ahead and give it a cut, and I'm really looking at the shape of my face. I have a very long, narrow face, not really strong jawline, you know what I mean? Medium, almost big forehead. So I really want to shape around that, and I'm okay with my ears, so it's not like I want a bunch of hair to hide my ears, you know, but I'm really going for that full look, and I want to still maintain length without using extensions. So keep watching, y'all.
Some things you need to get started. I got the scissors, they're clean. I got scrunchies. Oh yeah, in my demi brush, my favorite brush to help part my hair. Whatever is your favorite brush to use, you know. These are my favorite. As you see, I love pink. And then you need like maybe a comb. Make sure your brushes and combs are all properly clean, and let's get started and take these braids down. Oh right, my hair is clean. I washed it yesterday. It's completely dried and detangled. I combed it out. Very clean scalp. Make sure your scalp is clean when you cut your hair. Make sure your hair is actually clean when you cut your hair. If you're not cutting your hair while it's clean, you're actually damaging your hair even more. You're actually making split ends, you know? This is going to be a dry haircut. I'm going to cut my hair dry and stretch my hair as much as possible. I am not using no heat to straighten my hair or anything, you guys. I did spray just a little bit of water just so it can glide through the comb, because I'm not trying to pull my hair. I'm trying to maintain my hair length. So with this haircut, I'm going to cut the bare minimum, you guys. This is not going to be no big chop, you know. It's just enough to get some healthy hair and bring back life to my hair and cut what's needed. Not no extra cut. I'm not going to get happy scissor cutting or nothing like that, okay? Now, do you guys see how I parted my hair in half and then I put it in another little section, and now I'm parting it again, just my edges, because I want to make for sure I cut all the split ends off my edges. By doing this, cutting it in little sections and parts does well. If you're not cutting like inches and inches off your hair, you're not going to really see a dramatic change. This is just a healthy haircut for your hair, to maintain your hair to be very healthy, especially with curly hair. So you see, I'm just going to do a little section like that. So keep in mind, you guys, when you're going to cut your hair, make sure you have time to cut your hair. You're not in a rush, because you do not want to mess up. So I definitely take my time. That's why this video is a little long than usual. Sorry for that, but I do take my time. So I like section little piece by piece, and I make for sure that I'm getting every little piece cut. And right now my hair is pretty even all over, so I'm just adding just a starter of layers, just a start. So I'm just gently brushing my hair down with my demi brush. I love this brush. I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested in getting new brushes for the new year or anything like that. This brush is a go-to. Not a stylist, but my mother is a stylist, and I just learned from her. So, you know, this may not work for everyone, but this definitely works for me. I actually only cut my hair maybe every 6 months or a year. I only cut it as needed. For some reason, it's just a little bit of like color left when I did color my hair on my ends, and I think that's why it needs it. Other than that, I don't really put heat in my hair, so it's not really like I'm damaging your hair. You got to really pay attention to your hair. If you're damaging your hair, putting a lot of heat, perming it, you know, doing a lot of tight hairstyles or anything that's really going to rip and tear your hair and make more split ends, then yeah, you probably do need to cut your hair like every 3 months. So it just depends on like what exactly are you doing to your hair. If you're doing a lot of bleach and dye, then yeah, you probably need to cut it, and that's why you're not getting the proper hair growth, because it's really damaged and it needs to be cut off so it can just grow. So I'm just parting it again and cutting it, you know, and just getting those straggly ends off, and split ends, or even the hair, if it feels a little bit hard or brittle or dry, I'm just going to cut it off and really make for sure I'm taking my time, stroking it with the comb, and then scissors are clean, and just going to cut. My hair was a little bit more straighter than this, but I do like cutting my hair where it's semi-straight. So it just makes it easier, and I feel more comfortable knowing that it is a really nice cut, because my hair, I have like 3 different curl patterns. So the pieces that just don't curl up, girl, you just get those rods and just little, you know, set those little ends with the little rods, you know, to make it blend in with your hair instead of just cutting it off. Because the purpose of my channel and what I'm trying to do is really retain my hair length. It's very important to me to retain every bit of it. So if I could hold on to it, I'm going to hold on to it, sis, because I want that waist length hair. I have a good feeling that next year I will achieve waist length hair. So after I cut one side, I kind of like follow along with the other side just to make for sure that the length is very similar. It's not too far off from each other. you know, and I'm not really trying to make any bangs, just another little smaller layer in the front. Worked for me over the years of cutting my hair. I just cut small, and then I could always go back to that same piece and keep cutting until I feel like it's right, you know, instead of just cutting a big chunk in the very beginning. Only if I want a short hair, you know, haircut. I have had a short haircut kind of similar to Rihanna. You know, when Rihanna had that music video, Umbrella. Yeah, I had that style. It was pretty hot. Getting a haircut really just makes you feel polished, you know what I mean? Like, just fabulous. But lately, everything's just went up in price. You know, I'm living in LA, California, and the prices just skyrocket. It's like, no way I'm going to be paying no $350 for a curly haircut. I mean, they have a lot of great haircutters out there, you know, that be styling and doing the fly cuts, but it's no way I'm going to be paying that much. This is ridiculous. So I do use the rubber bands. You see how I have the little scrunchie on top. It really gathers the hair, puts it in place, and it really makes for sure I can hold it so I can cut it just directly perfect. So what I'm doing here is just getting all the little flyaways, the little split ends that stick out. That's just not, you know, acting right, the stubborn hair. Sometimes when I cut my hair, I like to style it the way I usually wear it, so it falls in place of the way I like. And they usually don't do that when you go to the salons. They just cut it in the way they think that you will, you know, how it will look best on you. So, you know, after you're done cutting and stuff, it's always best to always like part it the way that you usually wear it. So back to the unicorn, you guys. Now you see I didn't part it all the way to my ears because I really want to save that length. So just piece right here is going to be another little layer. And the unicorn, you got to just hold it in place. The part doesn't have to be like perfect. And I'm just twisting it. And I'm going to put a tight rubber band on it to hold it in place, and I'm just showing you how far back I'm going, not too back, because I still want to save the length. So this is just a short layer, like just kind of fluffy around my face. You really won't see this layer too much in the back. Now I'm just gathering more hair so it can have that layered look. And again, I'm just brushing it forward. Make for sure you do put the rubber band further close to your forehead, the edge of your forehead, so the layers will look really proper. As you see here, you can really tell that my edges definitely need to be cut. You see the discolored? It was from when I had ombre. So definitely want to cut some of that off, but not all of it, but just enough so I can make sure my ends are back healthy again. So you see there, you guys, it's no stragged ends. I'm cutting just enough. If I was in a salon, they probably would cut where my finger was at, but I'm just cutting just enough because I really want to retain my length still. Perfect. So now I'm done cutting my hair using the unicorn method, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think that looks pretty good. I think I cut just enough. So I'm still not done, you guys, so hold on tight. We're gonna cut the back, and I want to cut it even so I can maintain my length. So that's why we didn't go all the way to the ears, because above your ears, like one of my longest part of my hair, like it's so long right there, so I do not want to cut that in like a layered piece. Just want it nice and even. All right, just prepping the hair that's right above my ear because I really want this cut even. I don't want this to be a part of the layers. I want to maintain my length, so I'm just really combing it down with the demi brush, and I'm gonna cut that stragged little in, a good little stroke with the smaller comb because it really grips it good, and just cut that right there. Perfect. That's just like about an inch, just enough, you know what I mean? And do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to start off using the wide tooth comb, you know, so I'm not really yanking and pulling my hair follicles and my hair, and then I do it with the demi brush. Just really make for sure you get it as not straight as possible, but just detangle it as much as possible so you can really cut it properly and really see, you know, the pieces that need to be cut. So just like we did to the other side, same thing. Yeah, right there. I have one side that's a bit longer, and they say that one side of your hair is longer because it depends on what side you sleep on the most, you know, when you go to sleep. So that's pretty interesting. All right, just cutting away with those little other pieces. Now I'm holding these pieces together exactly in the middle, you guys, and this way you can tell if your hair is evenly, and make for sure your head is like super straight, you know, and you're not like leaning forward or anything or looking down. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. It's pretty even, so we're good to go. I really don't put much heat in my hair. I don't flat iron it probably like twice a year, so I guess it being so even doesn't really matter because it is, you know, I'm going to be rocking the curly hair, but I don't know. I just feel more comfortable with my hair being straight. It's so scary, you know. Have you ever seen that cut that people cut their hair curly, and like pieces that look kind of, you know, messed up, they just chop it off, and then when they wash their hair, they see like super short pieces, super long pieces is like all choppy and a hot mess. I don't know. I just don't think I'm ready to take it to that level yet. Okay, so I'm just prepping the back, getting it ready because I'm going to cut it just even in the back. And we did already 3 layers of unicorn in the front, you know, so that's I'm unraveling it. So that's good to go, and we know it's even a little bit in the front. We know that we got a couple layers going on in the front, and now I'm just going to brush it all back, you guys. So take your time, get your brush that doesn't yank your hair too much, or a good deep comb, and just, you know, stroke your hair all the way back. I'm just damping it down just a little bit so I won't be pulling my hair too much, and you just want to get it at a low, 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 low ponytail, and just make sure you get every little piece all back there because we are going to cut our hair evenly in the back. Yes, evenly in the back, no layers or anything. Now this is where all those hair ties come in handy, you guys. So I'm just gonna put like a couple of them, link them back to back to back to back, and every time I apply them on my hair, I'm going to comb or brush my hair so I could get every little piece going in the right direction and angle, so when I cut it, it'll be more exact. And as you see, the first hair tie that I have, you guys, you see the gray one, it's not super tight, but just make for sure it's very centered straight. You know, you do want the cut to like be very straight. So I pull it in the middle of my back to make for sure that it is even in place and it doesn't have to be super tight. I'm putting it over my head because I was thinking about cutting it in that way, and then I was like, no, this is not quite gonna work, but I did cut a little bit. So I'm just gonna have to just go forward and then see it and look in the mirror and cut it that way. As I'm combing my ends, I like to really look at it and see like where it gets thin at and where it's full, so I could kind of imagine, already know where I'm gonna cut it at. It looks like I'm playing the violin. It's kind of funny. But anyway, I'm just cutting the little straggly pieces, on my ends, the little stubborn pieces of hair that just don't want to cooperate. Just nipping those off. And look at that, you guys. It looks pretty nice and straight to me right there. I mean, another inch can be cut off, but I want to keep my length. So I think I did a good job. So that's what you use these ties for. So even when I take down this ponytail, it's still going to be pretty much fairly even. And then I still have the layers. Look at that. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. So you see, it's not much I cut. It's like 1.5 inches. So let's take these scrunchies off and wash this hair, and I want to show you guys how it looks. It just feels much lighter already.
Hey, so after I cut it and everything, fluffed it up, the layers came back, you guys. It looks great. And I'm really excited that I got a lot of volume in my hair, and I got bounce in my hair. It's like more alive, and it's a good start. Like, I didn't want to cut too much off, so I cut just enough. So I'm really happy about that. I realized when I wet my hair is really tight underneath, and it's really like wavy up top, so it's kind of still looks like I didn't cut it. But it's curling up much better. I mean, the hair is so much better. Yes, the hair is so much better and healthy now. These are the products that I use. I use Cantoon and I use Shave Moisture to style my hair. Yes, and it worked. Yeah. So I do have 4 different types of curls in my hair, you guys. I mean, yes, but I'm really happy with this haircut. I see the value. I probably will cut some bangs later. So if you guys want to see a video of that, please leave a comment down below of how to cut bangs or fringe. You know what I mean? I did cut my hair, and styled it and cut it from the side. You have something to say? You talk English to them. They don't know what you're saying. So, yeah. I mean, my edges never been this long. So I'm really happy that my edges are healthy now.
I really hope this video was helpful to you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It makes me so happy, and it puts diapers on my babies behind. Give this video a thumbs up. See you next time. And check out some of these other videos, you guys, on my right and the left, and don't forget to hit that bell so you'll be notified when I have more videos.
Really like the outcome. It really came out just gorgeous. it's a little frizzy, but it's fully dry and looks great. So I really recommend using Shea Moisturize Extra Strength Jamaican Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner. This is really good stuff. I'm talking right now. It's funny, when I get on here, she wants to talk, but then I turn it off. She's like pointing at stuff and wanting me to like guess what she's trying to say and mean. But when I'm on here, she wants to be like, ah! She does have a work permit. She does do acting, but it's just crazy how much she loves the camera. Cantoon Shea Butter, Natural Hair, Coconut Curly Cream. No sulfates, no parabens, no fragrance, you know, none of that good stuff. It's just really good for your hair. Like, it's more like, it's good for twist or locks, you know, something like that. I just started using it again. I haven't used this in a while. Can you stop that? I haven't. This is really great. This is what I put in my hair today to style it, you guys. Cantoon Shea